We're here then in Retiro Park ahead of the Champions League final, but away from that big clash between Liverpool and Spurs, let's take a moment out, shall we, to discuss those rumours surrounding the future of Antonio Conte, heavily linked, Gab, to a move to Inter Milan.
Yeah, it looks like this is almost done.
You're not happy about it, though, are you?
I don't know if he is what Inter.
You're not happy about it, though, are you?
Right now, given the expenses, given the fact he just came out of financial fair play settlement, given what's likely to happen. But there's certainly, I think, getting an upgrade in terms of a coach. It's going to cost them a ton of money to get rid of Spalletti if that's what they do, and I suspect that might be part of the delay here with the announcement.
You're a big fan of Conte, yeah, Robert? You think this fits?
I think he'd fit any club. I know Gab said he wouldn't fit the personality, but in terms of a coach, again, I'll go back to it. He won 3 titles at Juventus when they weren't a top club when he took over. He did a brilliant job with the Italian national side, put one of the best displays I've ever seen tactically against Spain in the European Championships. He then goes to Chelsea, takes them from halfway down the table to win the title with them. The second season he didn't do quite so well. He fell out with some of the players, but I think he's an outstanding manager. And if he does go to Inter, Inter will be a better team.
Possibly. All I would say is Inter need better players, crucially. And obviously, Diego Godin is coming in at the back. There's one for the future. Reportedly, Edin Dzeko is close up front. So you're bringing 2 guys in who are sort of 35 or so. At some point, these guys are going to cost you. And I just wonder if maybe all the money that you're giving to your coach might not be better spent on players.
How do the Inter fans feel about it, Gab?
I think in general the idea is, once you get past that, obviously Conte was Mr. Juventus. One of the jokes is that as soon as he comes in, they're going to ask him, so how many league titles did Juve actually win? Right. But I think they feel that he is an upgrade over Spalletti. Everybody knows that he is probably one of the very best coaches, certainly on the Italian football scene right now. The question now is, can they get the spending together? Can they keep growing the club? And again, I go back to this. I cite this almost every time. 65,000 fans a game. Yeah. They're ready for the big time.
Now, there is reports that if Conte goes to Inter, he wants to bring Romelu Lukaku with him.
There are those reports. It's been pushed on the club. I think it's really difficult because Romelu Lukaku would cost a ton of money and a big wage. That's why I mentioned Dzeko before. I think Dzeko is kind of the low-cost alternative in some ways. No question they'll bring in a striker. It's going to have a knock-on effect because it's not at all clear that Mauro Icardi necessarily wants to leave the club. He's a very unusual footballer. He might say, no, I want to go and win Conte's trust, and maybe why can't I play up front with Dzeko or Lukaku or whomever?
Do you like this, Lukaku, to Inter?
Well, Conte, whenever I've seen his teams play at their very best, they have a centre-forward. They get the ball into a centre-forward as quick as they possibly can. They try and play with 2 up front. They link up with each other. If Lukaku can hold the ball up, which that's been the question mark against him previously, if he can hold the ball up and link up the play up with a player just playing off of him, then he's going to be a good signing. I'm not sure he can do that. And then, therefore, Dzeko would be the better option.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Of course, so much to come from us here in Spain ahead of the start of the Champions League final. So keep it right here on ESPNFC.